So as you may gather, we are going out on a bike ride. I'm connecting some new lights to the bike because it's daytime. We've got daytime running lights from Raveman, so I'm going to be showing you those later on. And I've also got a nice little fancy pair of earplugs to use. These are the fitness earbuds from RayCON, so bear with me. But we are kitting up the bike, ready to go. I've had my breakfast, I've had my coffee, and yeah, some eggs and mushrooms this morning. Just kitting up the bike. Again, the Arrow spider rack with the bag on the back. So I've got my coat and stuff in there in case it gets cold. We are going to have a stunning ride, and I've got the camera with me. Ladybower, here we come. Right, so what's the plan? It says the plan is a 21-mile loop, made a little bit longer by a few little detours maybe, but we're going to go and do a full circuit of the Ladybower Reservoir and Derwent Reservoir. So I'm going to head up the road for a bit. I've put my lights on, the rear one's flashing nice and bright, and it's actually got a brake light built into it. And then I'm around on a Tesla, but we'll work it out. And then I've got the front one which is on flashing. It's daytime, but it's daytime running light, so the drivers and people can see me coming. Yeah, I'm gonna head off up the road, find the little gate post that takes us down onto the side of the reservoir, lead us all the way along the path, head down, cross the reservoir at the end where the plug holes are, and then all the way outside of Derwent Water. I've got the electric bike, but I'm not going to use the electric if I can help it. This is all about training and exercise. 200-mile ride, Carnarvon to Cardiff, and I want to try and do it under my own steam if I can. I've got loads of snacks, I've got drinks, water, I'm all fueled up. Let's go. So we're off. It's nice and early in the morning. It's only, well, literally just gone 8 o'clock. My odometer on my electric screen is telling me it's 43 miles. So, remember that when we get back. So I am on the road. I've got to bear with the fact I am on the road. And I've got earplugs in, but they're awareness earplugs. They've got noise cancellation in them. But they've also got the fact that I can hear what's going on as well. Right, it's a nice cool one. It's not going to be cool later on because it's a blisteringly hot sunshine. So the plan is get off this road as soon as I can. Okay, I think I can see where the gap is in the fence. There is a gate there, it's just concealed a little bit. It should be just coming up on my left now. Right, car here. So we've got to go down the side of the car. And this should be our way in. Looks a bit overgrown, but we're going to have to do it. We're in. Let's go. We're off the road. Whoop! I picked the loop as a anti-clockwise loop because I should be doing a little bit more uphill apart from the last bit, which is downhill and then back up to the van. So this should be the better way round of doing it, to give me a bit more exercise on my legs rather than the longer, slower descents downhill. For those that are interested in riding bikes and never watched this before, I'm actually riding Commando. I've been recommended to ride Commando with your biking shorts because that's what they're designed to do. And I've also slapped a little bit of bomb cream on. Butter! Just to see if I can keep them cheeks homed and controlled. Hopefully anyway. yay. This is the crossing to the end of the reservoir. Already pretty and a good start. Nice little bridge. Right, bit of uphill now. As the trail snakes round to the left. Off to the wall. Another little uphill section with an electric bike which is heavy, no power on, a backpack and a little pack on the back. I definitely know I'm going uphill, but it is training. After all, I am training for my 200 miles. It's a charity ride for Big Moose, organised by King in it from YouTube. The plan is they want to raise 100,000. At the moment I'm somewhere in the region of 700. Very pleased. If you do want to support me, please check out the link in the description. I'll leave it in the top of the comments. Even if you have £1, if you can afford £1, one single pound, or even a coffee. Mind you, it costs us about £8 now. Yeah, support will be really, really grateful. It's going to be a tough one, 200 miles. But I'm also quite looking forward to it in a sick sort of way. Oh, a bit of downhill. Oh, this is so nice. What a view as well. Fantastic view down here. Get the reservoir all the way down, and that's the plan, just to ride the reservoir and enjoy the views and take it all in. I'm not big on sunshine, but it makes for a fantastic riding day. First little pit stop. We're only 3 miles in, but I just want to show you the view down the reservoir and maybe get a picture of my bike to show them out. What a view. And this is what it's about, you know, riding your bike, stopping, taking pictures, looking around. That's why we enjoy doing it. Look at that for a view. Even worthy of a simple photograph, I think, as well. And as I've got my camera on me, I'm going to take one. Just slide it out my bag. And away we go. Nothing fancy, just a nice simple photograph. Chuck it on f8, fire away. Stop this dilly down. Let's carry on. Back on the trail. Quick mention, and I know I like to mention lots of things, but the Escute bikes, value for money, I think they're pretty good. This is the Nitino Pro. If you go for the Nitino Plus, it's about £900 I think, and if you use my code Compton50 you get 50 quid off of that, and you can do these trails. I've got it on nothing. I've used one to get up some of the steep bits just to help me compensate the weight of the bike, but if you were to put it on level 1 or level 2, be no effort riding around here, none at all. well worth a look. So we're just coming up on the end of the reservoir now. We've got tarmac underneath our feet, or concrete, and we've got the plug holes, but the water's low. There's nothing to see water wise, but it's definitely worth stopping, having a quick nose and showing you where I am. Not bad, eh? This, when the water's rushing down it, woo, she's a beast. Oh, and I've just seen a reflection. Looks a bit shaped like a heart. That's cool. I think I'll get a shot of it just to say I've been here and it's empty, but it's always nice to get photographs wherever I am. Yeah, don't push yourself too much. Right, enough sightseeing. Just been on a phone call as well, and these RayCON earbuds, really good. They're connected to my phone, so if I get a call, I can take the call. I can listen to my music while I'm riding, and I can still hear what's going on in the outside. Absolutely fantastic. Right, we need to crack on. Right, over the top of the reservoir, and then we've got to go along the road and pick up our next trail, which is going up the side of Big Derwent Water. It's going to be a beast of a ride that side. Show you what it looks like from this side when the sun's not in your face. Pretty impressive, aren't they, really? Big plug holes. Should be off the road now and just heading onto the trail, which is going to take us up the side of big Lady Derwent Water. We've got a gate to get through first, so. Let's go. This is going to be pretty. We hope it is. Repair time, got a chain up. Back on. Make sure you bring a towel with you to clean your fingers. Got at least some dry leaves. I think we've got an opportunity for another shot here, because you've got the nice greens and the leading lines going down from the right hand side, going down to the little bridge type thing in the background. So when the sunlight's on the foreground, it's darkening the background down. It looks quite good. Gives you some like dimensions going through. I'll wait and see what it looks like when the sun changes place, like now. And having a darker foreground and a lighter background, that might work as well. But yeah, it's just a case of seeing something. I like the lines, I like the shape. Getting the camera out, and again 5.8 f8 handheld, sunlight, bright sky, no problem. Bit of a strange random one really. We've got a gate, look at this, 2 posts and a gate. This is probably something to do with the old village, because they flooded Derwent, I think it was, wasn't it? They flooded the village, and this is probably part of the gate, and there's a gate post here with a hook on it. But that is really, really cool. I've just taken a photograph of that with a tree on the edge. I just love the fact that that gate's still there, and that's memories and stuff from the past. I'd love to know what's up if that was someone's garden at some point. How cool is that? Wow, this is really cool. Look at this down here in front of me. I've got a little picture, a little placard for Derwent village of the dam, and there's a little sculpture of a church, because it used to be at a church steeple used to be out there, and they blew it up because people used to swim to it. And there's some remnants of walls and stuff because the water level's really low. So I'm going to go down there and take it down. We're going to have a little scoot at what's here, because this is what's left of some of the village that gets flooded, and these are remnants and remains of what used to be here. Buildings, someone's floor, could have been a living room, and then you got different parts around. But I know that on a really low tide, on a low water, there's stuff all around this. I came a few years ago. Right, so I've just cycled down a really nice long slope. I just realised that I've got to go back up it again. I thought this was the end of the reservoir, and it's not the end of the reservoir, is it? This is the middle of the reservoir. There's a dam there in front of us. Massive big Derwent dam. And yeah, built from 1902 to 1916. So yeah, I've got to go back up that hill now and carry on along the trail at the top. I'll get to the top of this dam and I'll show you, but I think first of all, I'm going to have a banana. Right, we're back on the trail. I took a shortcut up through the woods. So over in the distance over there, you can see some more footings and stuff like that. And we're approaching the next dam, which is at the top here. You can't really get close to this one, I don't think, which is just as impressive. On the other side, we'll get right up next to the pillar and we'll get a shot looking across probably. That's a big hill. We're now getting to the top of this one. We're now right on the top of the next dam. It's quite an impressive one. It's quite impressive. Looks pretty good. It's got two big solid stanchions. Not a lot of water behind it, but yeah, it's still pretty cool, isn't it? Great ride. I'm going to say it again, and this is a good time of year, I think. End of August, all the heather's out, everything's quite green and lush. Temperature's okay. The water level's low, I know, but I love the lines in the shoreline, all the different little levels of water levels. Really cool. But it is low. I can see all the dried up ground underneath. Alright, right, keep going, keep going, keep going. Push on. Let's see if we can get to the top of this hill. I don't like uphill. Right. Look at all this pink heather. Look at it, it's beautiful. Oh wow. Definitely a good time of year to come and see this. Look at this, I'm riding right up close to it. You can almost touch it with your hands. Pink heather. Really cool. Alright. Alright. Cool tree. I like that. That's got a lot of character to it. So we've just come to another gate behind me. We're coming up to the end of the dam now, where there's a lovely little bridge, a little old like Packles bridge type of thing. Very popular for the swimmers and the picnics. So I'm expecting it to be rather busy when I get there. And I do want to come back and have a dip one day. I did this route last year when I was testing the other bikes, and yeah, I never got in, and I quite fancy doing it, so maybe next time chuck me swimmers in me backpack and get in another dip. I may even bring you along. But yeah, the dam is behind me now. That's actually a really good shot. I might have to ride back a little bit and get the snake in estuary, because the tide's out. That looks really cool. I like the shapes and textures, so let's just nip up that little bit and go and get that one, and then I'll see you at the bridge. Just getting up on the bridge now. You can see the bridge down here on my left hand side. Beautiful little bridge. Just going to stop and maybe get a shot of it from up here. It's a bit different, then I'll take you down and show you. nobody here. I can't believe there's nobody here, but there are some people coming for a picnic. I thought this would be manic. Wicked. Absolutely wicked little spot. Back on the trail. Just got chatting to some people, had a bit of a stop and a bit of a break. Stand up for a little bit, stretch the legs. And now we're going to head back to this first dam. It's a little bit of a ride to get there, but hopefully we'll be able to have a good look down the side of it again. But if I see something interesting on the way to stop and get a photograph, then I'll obviously switch it back on and show you. So let's have a stop. It's so windy though, it's blowing me over. The wind is getting up. We've got a storm coming, I think. Lots of rain coming. The sky's going really grey. If I can just get it, but I'm definitely riding into a headwind now. I might have to use the electric and a bit of power. But I just love these shapes and lines going forward. It leaves you through the image. So windy. Wow, is it getting windy? I just moved forward a little bit because I opened the gate for some ladies, but this image is fantastic. I really like this. I like the lines in the shoreline, the water flowing through the lines on the other side of the shoreline. And as I move forward, I'm going to show you the image before and then the second one after. The one after, where I am now, you can see the reservoir in the background. It's starting to drizzle now though at this rain. The wind is getting up, coming chronic. It's going to be a hard ride back, it really is. But this is a fantastic photograph. I really like this. Definitely going to remind me of the day out. Gave the first reservoir a miss, but I think we might be able to get a picture of these old stanchions that are still in the water, and I'd love to know what they're for. So if any of you guys know what they're actually for, let me know in the comments. Drop a line, let me know what they were. They might have been something to do with the quarry or something when they were building the reservoir. I don't know, but I'm interested. This is where they practiced to make the bouncing bomb. This is from the Dam Busters, 1943. a 60 feet drop, I think it is. So I think this is the dam where they used to practice, or at least filmed it, or whatever they did. No, they practiced it, didn't they? They made the bomb, it bounced, it hit the dam, it had to roll, and it had to go down the inside of the dam and keep rolling and scrolling to stay right as close to the inside at the bottom of the dam, and then it exploded at the bottom and blew the big dam. Yeah, all part of the war. But this is it. So if you can hear me over this wind noise, and you can reach out and help support me on the channel and help support me do my ride, please do. The link will be down below. 200 miles for charity, and it's all for mental health. It's for a good cause. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to give us that thumbs up as usual, and I'll see you. So we're now back on the traffic road where cars and vehicles are going to be coming past. So this is as good a time as any to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now, see you soon, and I hope you enjoyed those few photographs I took. I know it's not big epic photography, but I'm killing two birds with one stone with doing my training, my exercise, enjoying myself and riding my bike and taking photographs at the same time. So until next time, you know what to do. Back at the van. Adventure before dementia, definitely. Right, let's get this packed away and get off home.